Welcome to a special edition of Moment of Truth. We thank you all so much for joining us today. It is such a pleasure knowing that you are there. Moment of Truth, a critical time in one's life when they're faced with an extreme situation or circumstance and a decision has to be made. Today's special edition of Moment of Truth is centered around Veterans Day, a day that you and I salute and we honor those veterans who have sacrificed their lives, and we extend a level of gratitude and honor to these men and women who have put their lives on the line for you and I so that we can have the freedom that we have today. You know, when I think about a soldier, I think about someone who is a warrior, someone who is a skilled warrior. They represent what courage look like and bravery. So today we honor those veterans. And we thank you for your service. We thank you for your gratitude. We thank you for your honor. We thank you for your service. We thank you so much for putting your life on the line for us. We thank you so much for your love, the love that you have for this country, the love that you have for one another, and the love that you have for yourselves. It's amazing when you think about what you've done and what you're doing. It's an awesome thing. Because imagine yourself out on the battlefield, and there are times you may have felt that you were all alone. But I tell you one thing, did you ever hear the voice of God even say that the Lord is my shepherd, that I shall not lack anything? He makes me to lie down in green pastures, and he leads me beside the still waters, and he restores my soul. He leads me in the path of righteousness for his name's sake. And yea, there were times you may have felt like you were alone, but the God that we serve says, oh, no, I'm everywhere at the same time. I know exactly where you are. We want to honor you, and we want to thank you for your service. And we want to thank you so much because you didn't have to do it. These soldiers that I'm talking about, these warriors that I'm talking about, these are our relatives, our friends. They are co-workers. They encompass a great deal of people. So I thank you for that. We must continue to pray for our veterans who suffer from mental illnesses. There are still veterans out there who they're homeless, and they need our help and our service. The ones who are suffering from financial need, and the list goes on and on and on. I encourage us to keep praying for them and to do whatever we can to help supply those needs. So today is Veterans Day, November the 11th, the day that we celebrate. But it's my prayer that we celebrate Veterans Day every single day that we live, because it was these people who have done these things for us and are presently doing these things for us to allow us to experience the freedoms that we have today. So it is my prayer that I pray that they experience the grace of God in every place that they go. That they experience that the goodness and the mercy of God will follow them all the days of their lives. It is my prayer that every veteran experience the love of God, and that the love of God will overshadow you and will overtake you and will comfort you in your times that you have today. Anything that you lack, I tell you that the word of God says, but my God shall supply all of your needs. So to my veterans, I tell you to look up, and I ask you to depend on God for he is a supplier. He is a creator and the sustainer of life. So we thank you, those in the past, those in the present, and the veterans that we're going to have in the future. Because what you have done for us, no one else have done that. Stay strong, my brothers and my sisters. Stay strong. Be encouraged. Hold on and never give up. Because I tell you, we do have God on our side. And whatever you're going through, always remember one thing, that God knows and he loves you. And so do I. And on behalf of Moment of Truth Ministries International, we lift you up in prayer and we keep you in prayer because we love you and we thank you and we extend a heart full of gratitude on what you have done for us. We thank you, and we thank you. And as we end, we say to you, may the peace of God dwell with you always.